a shop tour today, and this is my workshop. So as you can see, it's built on 2 connexes, and my grandpa built it, and I want to say 93. When I got it, it needed a lot of love. It was just kind of used as storage and to park a vehicle in, and I wanted to turn it into a complete working and efficient shop. What I've done to it is I rewired it with Brett. We did some pretty good lighting, drywalled it, put a heater in it. It used to have a wood burning stove here for heat. See my old chimney hole. So that used to be my source of heat, and I went from wood to burning oil, which was just a pain in the butt. It wasn't very easy to keep going and keep efficient, so I ended up putting in this Resnor unit heater. And it has been awesome. That's the best purchase ever. So that's how I heat the place, and it does pretty good. It'll get up to like 55 degrees if it's like 20 out. So I think that's pretty good. The shop's not insulated. Yeah, so I mean, it works good. I have it on a Wi-Fi thermostat on the wall, so I can just start it from anywhere. So this shop is used for a lot of handrail fabrication, fixing cars, swapping motors, pulling motors. We do a lot of work in here, and yeah, I mean, it's a working shop. I don't park any vehicles in here. Everything is just in and out. So I'll start with this connex. This connex over here is kind of like my tool room, you could say. It's got toolboxes, shelving, some organizers. So I got my chemical cabinet, toolbox just full of kind of basic hand tools, nothing crazy. But everything is pretty well organized. And then I got these organizers here for things like zip ties, bolts, washers, nuts, hose clamps, screws, nails. And I just put this shelf in. I spent the last couple days trying to reorganize this whole connex, and I'll post a little clip of that. I had a bigger shelf in here, and I ended up going with this just Home Depot Husky shelf. It's all metal, and it's good for 200 bucks. I don't think you can beat it. Got just some welding equipment, some random big tools that I don't really use that often, and then some LS parts for the Buick, Derby stuff. Pretty happy with how this turned out. It gave me a lot more room in here, and it's just so much better. So I got me a Milwaukee pack out system, probably one of my favorite tools. I love how organized you can be with those and how easy it is to pack tools. I got just a US General Harbor Freight toolbox. Just nothing crazy, just kind of all my Milwaukee stuff. A whiteboard for oil change intervals and parts and part numbers that I might need when I'm doing something. So the good part about having the connex, there's good and bad. Bad, kind of takes up a lot of room. Obviously this would be a lot bigger without them, but the good part is I can keep all my tools inside and keep this pretty well clear. And another pro is I put a I-beam up with a little hoist on it, and that comes in handy whether pulling motors, lifting up heavy handrail. I just spanned it across each connex and welded it up in place. So there's some pros having the connexes in the shop, even though it does take up a little room. Over here I got my welding equipment. So I got an ESAB Rebel EMP 235 welder, hypotherm plasma cutter, I built this cart a while ago with one of my first welders I bought. I love it, it's been really handy. I put like a little tool shelf on top. This is my cold cut saw, which is really nice for cutting really any metal. So on the side of the connex, you can see I built some metal racks, and I just built some these, welded them to the side of the connex, and that has been super nice. Deep, full 24-foot lengths of material, and it's out of the way. It's tall enough you don't hit your head. See, I put it just below the garage door. When the garage door opens, it goes just right above them, clears it, and that has been awesome. This second shelf, I just kind of keep all my drops, material that I don't really use that often, and it works great. I plan on doing more to this connex. Over here, I kind of keep all my smaller drops that won't fit on this rack in this corner, and I use everything I can out of this drop, so I try to not waste material at all. Got a 4x8 weld table. It's 3/4 inch thick, so when I'm building anything, I can just wheel it out right to the middle of the floor. And I got a bunch of sheet metal drops, diamond plate, leftovers from projects that I keep on this side. Got a Samsung sound bar for a stereo, which works super good. It's got like a little subwoofer on it, and it surprisingly has lasted about 5 years now. So this connex here is just basically like whatever you would store in the basement of your house. We store all that in that connex. We don't have a basement. Eventually we'll get another connex, and then this will be another pool room. So this is a press I got off Facebook Marketplace, and I really don't use it that often, so I kind of put it in the corner. Just got a dinky air compressor. I really don't use air that often, obviously just for the plasma cutter. Fridge, and that's about it. This shop has been so helpful, and I'm super grateful to have it. It's been perfect, really, for me. Obviously, there's things I wish I could change, but it is what it is, and I make what I have work. Sometimes it's kind of fun to make what you have work. Get creative with storage ideas. We'll be doing a lot more projects out of here. We got Brett's 1-ton axles we're gonna do for his Jeep, so we need to get them in here on the jack stands, and we'll get those all cleaned up. Thanks for watching, subscribe, and hope you enjoyed the little shop tour.